Oh boy, this is going to be a fun one. Hey guys, I'm your host Random Guy 12345, and today we're going to be taking a look at chapter 292 of My Hero Academia. Now, keep in mind these are only the fan subs, but yeah, they almost, they technically almost mean the same. So, yeah, make sure you stick around to the end of the video because there's an ultimate plus ultra surprise that you wouldn't want to miss out on. So, with that out of the way, let's begin, shall we? So the chapter starts off with a little bit of a flashback of Best Jeanist, who we already predicted was going to be there in the plane. In the jet, and he's actually mad at Darby for doing stuff like this, and it's also confirmed that he's going to use the carbon fiber strings, and he says that we won't let this go according to your will. And after that, we see a 2-page spread of my boy Best Jeanist saying we will bring it forth, a ray of hope. We see this as he's restraining Gigantomachia with his strings, as all of us already knew. So now we get a little bit of information on his quirk. He can freely control fiber, and then after that the others are kind of surprised. They're like, okay, what's actually going on? Bakugo is like, so much for being missing, and Darby, he's actually surprised. This guy, you were dead, but that was a real body. And then Best Genius was like, yeah, and it fell apart like some frayed denim. Now, if you don't know what Darby is talking about, back a few chapters, what actually happened was that Darby ordered Hawks to kill any hero other than the number one, because obviously he had to kill the number one hero. He told to kill any pro hero to prove his allegiance to the League of Villains, because if you don't know what that happened, he killed, there was a real body and all of that. Everyone thought Best Genius was dead. Now, after that, Darby and Shoto, they have a little bit of conversation. They're like, the Todoroki family's past won't be brushed under the rug. And, everyone's really surprised because even Mr. Compressia, he's like, you're kidding me, he managed to detain Makia. And then, yeah, we actually see Makia struggling to break out. Now, what happens is we get a little explanation from Spinner that he was panting once he arrived. That means, he's a little tired now. But after that, we get to see Nejire Hado Senpai going into attack, one of the villains, yeah. And then Spinner, he bites Shigaraki's head and tells him to wake up. And then on the next page, we get a surprise panel, which, what happens is Nejire Senpai gets caught up in a attack from Darby. Now, everyone's very pissed about that. They're like, Hado Senpai, what a mess Endeavor, says Darby. He said, another starry-eyed kid with a bright future burned to ashes by your flames. Now everyone's pissed, but the most important part here is Best Genius, because he's still missing a lung and he can't do stuff like he used to do before. And then Shigaraki finally wakes up and he gives Makia an order to break free, and Makia goes insane, and Best Genius says that his strength increased. Now after that, we get to see the Nomus back in action, and these guys are the hybrids. No, not the hybrids, the high ends. Now after that, the guys from the remaining heroes. Now all of these guys have to deal with them. Now Endeavor's what do we say, sidekicks, they all face off against these guys, and it's going to be a really tough battle. But we cut to the next panel, which shows us that Makia is breaking free, and the Best Genius is standing there. He's trying to keep him under wraps, but Makia, again, he's going crazy. And after that, my boy Shoto, attacks Darby with a fire fist. So he says that you send that villain Natsu was nearly killed. Now this means that the villain that we get to see in the pro hero arc, like the Endeavor Agency arc, was actually sent by Darby to kill his younger brother. And Darby says that you got it, Shota, your brother has completely lost his feeling for anything. Gigantomachia is still, restraining. He's like, no, I want to get out. He's still trying. And then after that, Mr. Compress says, hey Spinner, look behind you. And then we see more Nomus coming in, and Deku is like, best genist. Now, Deku, obviously, he's wrecked from all these injuries that he has, that he got. And then he says that, move my arms and legs might be a wreck, but if I use Black Whip with float, that doesn't matter. He still says that you haven't saved anyone. Don't be the useless idiot who couldn't save a single person. Support Genist. Now, again, this is because, against this fight of Shigaraki, he injures all of his bones pretty badly because he uses 100% without restraint full time. And then we also see Nejire Senpai, getting caught by Tenya because, she's clearly injured, the smoke coming off of her. Then the last page, the last page, we see my boy Lemillion coming out from the ground. He's like, we see his face, and then he says, power, as he destroys 2 or 3 Nomus with a single punch. And then Deku, he's like, Lemillion! Damn man, that was one heck of a chapter. And the plus ultra surprise that all of you have been waiting for, we get to see a poster of the third My Hero Academia movie, 2021 summer. Wow, that's going to be amazing. But, just a small, disclaimer. We're not going to get the movie in international theaters or anywhere else till September, sometime around September, because this is going to be in summer. And of course, we're going to see, these guys, they have new costumes. Now, my theory is that it's going to take place somewhere, near the Endeavor Agency arc, because we didn't get to see a lot of what that arc covered, and this will be a really fun addition to it considering these new costumes. So guys, that about wraps it up for today's chapter review. Make sure you leave a comment down below about what you thought of the chapter. There was actually going to be a video coming out today, but the fan subs, they actually came out much quicker than I expected them to be. And if you're wondering where you can read the latest chapters for My Hero Academia, there's a link down in the description. That place is actually amazing, and it's a legal way too, so you don't have to do some shady stuff. That's it. So make sure you like, share and subscribe, and turn on post notifications so that you don't miss out on these amazing videos. Before ending, I would like to thank all the health workers working on the front lines to protect us from this pandemic. Stay home, stay safe, wear a jacket, and remember, go beyond plus ultra.